What's good, everybody? Justin Malcolm back with another Real Talk Tuesday video. Know it's late again, but like I said, my schedule be kind of hectic. I get tired up, and I looked at the computer and I realized I was like, man, I ain't did another Real Talk Tuesday video, so I'm doing it now. I'm gonna get it in at least. We're gonna get it to you at least one time a week. I'll just say that. Just waking up, but still got a lot of energy. Still going, still rolling. Sleep is for the weak. No need to just sleep the day away. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So, with that being said, today, I want to talk about the power of consistency. That's what this Real Talk Tuesday video is about. The power of consistency. Listen, you gotta stop starting and stopping. We can't keep doing that. You gotta push for the long run. You can't keep getting frustrated with things in life, like this not working fast enough or it's not happening quick enough, so I'm gonna quit. A quitter is a real loser. A quitter is a real loser. If you fail, you don't lose. You still win if you fail. You still win because you tried. Now, a true quitter, that's a loser. That's a true loser. So, you gotta keep going. Let me ask everybody this. What happens to a car when you start and stopping? Let's say you're in town miles. You got city miles, you got highway miles. Which number is lower? Your city miles is always lower. You know why? Because you starting and stopping. You accelerate, you hand brakes, accelerate, hand brakes. With your highway miles, what happened? Number goes up dramatically. So think about that. It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in everything you do in life. You keep starting and stopping, what you think gonna happen? You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You can't let frustration take a hold over you. You can't let stuff take a hold over you that because it's not happening when you want it to happen. People, and I say this a lot. I know a lot of people, a lot of my team, a lot of friends and stuff that I give advice to. I know they heard me say this a lot, but people are always praying for a change or praying for a blessing or whatnot, but they don't want to do their part to get that blessing, to receive that blessing. Sometimes, and I had to learn this myself, sometimes we'll pray for things, God will put it right in front of our face, but we won't see it. We're too blind to see it. We got a shade over our eyes. We got our shades off. We got to take these shades off. We got to take these shades off and start going out there and getting what we want. We got to start working hand in hand with God. For those who don't have faith, step one, you need to start having faith and learn what having total faith in God is all about. Which is what I had to do. I didn't know what total faith in God was all about. I honestly didn't. I was thinking, if you're stressing every time something happens or goes wrong in life, or if you're worried about let's say how you're gonna pay a bill or something, bill time coming up, you worried, man, I don't know, you're sweating bullets, I don't know how I'm gonna pay the bill. Then that's not faith. You gotta put all your trust in the Lord and just know that everything's gonna be all right. People always say God is always on time. That's a real saying. That's a real saying. And I'm not trying to preach you all a sermon, but faith is the key to everything. Having faith in God, trusting Him, really trusting in God. So, it's getting back on subject, consistency. Like I said, I don't even know how to put it. It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. If you look at a consistent person versus an inconsistent person, that says it all. It's just like, okay, if you're running, if you're at the track, just say you're a runner, you're at the track, you're getting it in, and you got that person that goes every day. They're going hard every day. They're training. Y'all start at the same time. Both of y'all running the same time. Let's say you're doing the 400 meter in the same amount of time. You're doing the 100 meter in the same amount of time. But you got that person out there that's going every day. They're getting up, man, I don't feel like it. I'm not feeling the best, but they still going. You wake up, man, I'm not feeling good. I'm going back to bed. I'll do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow turn to the next day and the next day. Next thing you know, you're going a whole week and haven't done anything. And this person done got a whole week ahead of you. So what happens? Their time goes down. You remain the same. You stay in the same spot. Training hard. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't the best player in the world when he first started out. You got to practice every day. You got to do it every day to get better. You got to better your skill. You got to perfect your craft no matter what you do. So, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, no other way to put it. Practice makes perfect. That's just basically saying stay consistent. That's all they're saying. You got to stay consistent in whatever you do in life. You got to practice it. You got to perfect it. You want to become a better businessman or businesswoman? Practice. Talk. Look in the mirror. Talk to yourself. You know, don't never think, man, what I'm doing is crazy. You know, the people that are successful or doing what they want to do, you know, living how they want to live, are crazy people. Not in the bad sense, but they do what other people aren't doing. That's why they're 2 to 5%ers. The small percentage, because they're doing what the vast population isn't doing. Because people don't want to step out their zone. People worried about what other people thinking about them or what the next man or woman has to say about them. It's not about that. It's not about that. I mean, either a person respects you for the person that you are, or they don't respect you at all. And that's how I look at it. Either you roll with me or you roll against me. I mean, either way, no in between. That's just how I roll. They should respect your character. If you want to better yourself as a man or a woman, then people need to respect that. People should applaud that. They should salute you for that. So, you know, I know I'm kind of bouncing around the place, but it all ties in together. You know, I want people to see the power of what I'm saying about staying consistent. So don't let frustration or don't let your situation get the best of you just because you're like, oh, I'm having a bad day, I'm having a bad week, I'm not going to do it. Stay consistent in your business. Stay consistent. If you're working out or training, you know, you're trying to lose weight to better your health, and stay consistent. You know, if you're trying to get a promotion or raise on your job, stay consistent. Do it every day. Perfect your craft. So, you know, I'm gonna pretty much close this video out. You know, Real Talk Tuesday, the power of consistency. J Malcolm, Justin Malcolm, whatever you want to call me. Signing out. Everybody be blessed.